Good morning, welcome to the channel, Mac Dr. Bill. Today is the second and final part on the floor restoration pen on the CRX. I'm ready to throw it in this morning and start welding. But I want to start this morning with saying I appreciate and I thanks every single one for subscribing, liking, and commenting in the channel, for staying loyal. Salute to all of ya. Let's get this day going. Alright, so I left off yesterday here. Floor clean, ready. I had thrown in the floor last night here, but I took it off because I gotta do my adjustments in order to fit. So I'm ready. I'm gonna do some cuts for sample. I trimmed down more here and I did it around rather the half point did harder that sand down and grind down like this. We could tap it here, fit in here, or spot weld it here, and we're filling around and we'll look OEM. So I'm trying to mimic that all around them corners and getting rid of all them squareness. You want to do round cuts. Over here I have to trim it on just the top. I make my measurement on the wall. Once I do this last cut, I'm gonna prime it and simply throw it in and just go for it. As soon as I start tagging it, I'm gonna clamp it with some vice grips and we're gonna start holding it in place with rivets in certain spots to hold it in place. Once I have it in place, we should be able to start tagging it and spot welding it. When we do that, we obviously grind down in another video the spots. We're gonna seal everything and then we're gonna fill in everything with fiberglass to make it look OEM. So with that being said, I'm gonna get to trimming and let's get this started this beautiful day, which by the way happens to be Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all y'all and the family and the channel. So with that being said, let's get it. Alright, one thing that I want to mention, it's been taking me a long time because I'm doing these videos correctly. You cannot just cut crazy and throw parts and expect it to fill it in with bundle, because that's not what it was intended. It was intended to get rid of all this nonsense that was not OEM. It was rusted, to put something that's OEM and make it look OEM. So that's the goal here. That's why it's taking my time. I don't want to butcher something more than I have to. So I have to like study myself, check myself, re-going over the drawing board, measuring 5 times, cutting once, rather than cutting 20 times. How can I explain it? If you're gonna cut down precise size, you're gonna mess up. So I'm taking my time with my cuts, where I measure in this here, specifically the new piece, everything has got to be close to fit. I'm ready this morning. I'm amped up. There's a lot in the table, a lot of goals that I want to achieve today. So I want to knock this down so I could get going on with the day today. So with that being said, I thank all of you for paying attention in the videos. I'm ready to do this, get this cut, and get started today. Alright boys, everything in order. Off camera, because I didn't want to bore ya, made this video any longer. I did the cuts like we spoke about. Remember how it was straight? I did a little round. I also did pivots, hole, every ½ inch, almost every 2 inch. On this top piece, also on the side of the rail that we're going in to mount it. Those are going to be the new mounting positions. We're using rivets to pop those in place until I have in place. Once everything tied up the way it should, I will proceed to start welding. But that's step 1 on doing that. Also, I took out the grinder. I made sure to fire down everything to the back. If you know, when you grind down not when you grind down, apologies. When you drill something, it caves these kind of metal things. So I grinded them down because that's uneven metal. So when you're gonna melt to that, you think it graph, you know, it's just metal chip that it was in solid metal, and that kind of corrodes the welding and it prevents it. All these are gonna go with rivets. Every other half in between of it is gonna get spot welded. It's not a need to weld it completely fully shot what is our whole line, because it's gonna stretch the metal. We wanna retain the integrity and the strength, so that's why we're mounting it with rivets. And once we got in location in the place with rivets, we will continue to spot weld it just like factory do. They don't weld the all complete shot. They do them tag welded every other half inch. Exactly those point things. Boop, 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 boop. So that's what we want to create. At the end, we're gonna put seam sealer just like factory do in the places that is not really required to be welded. Some places we're gonna fill it in with body fitter, fiberglass, whatever we have to do. This is gonna be a long-lasting project. This is the only way to make something OEM back, factory cheap, pretty much OEM. So this is the way. That right there, I don't know what that was. I just straight garbage. No bueno. But we that much closer to finalizing our restoration on the CRX. I'm happy to go through this journey along with you guys, so you guys could get motivated and do the same at home and apply it to your bills. Or if you come across a Facebook flip car for cheap that's rusted, and you know you could get it for dirt cheap, now you know you could do this kind of job, have the confidence to buy that car for cheap, or bust it out and make it look something that's gonna be memorable to remember for years, because this is gonna be back to factory days. So I just wanted to mention that. Dust it off, everything is ready. I'm gonna prime it one more time so nothing is exposed, all the holes, let it dry, and we'll definitely jump into installing this stuff. Let's get it. Alright boys, so we hit up everything. As y'all see, every corner, all on holes, every corner, posting the holes, every corner that we grind up, that we exposed, that we cleaned up. This is weld through primer, it's ready. So any surface that I touch, once that I'm ready to tag, is ready to start welding. No need to be grinding metal to metal. No metal supposed will be in this project as far as welding. Everything is sealed. Every corner, top, bottom, every hole, again, post on the hole, corners, ready to go. I'm gonna let it bake in the sun a couple minutes and we're definitely ready. Let's get it. Alright boys, so I'm ready to throw this tub in. I have to switch my mechanic suit. Something more comfortable, so you're gonna see me in socks / my chanclas, because I don't want to dirty the floor. I have to jump in it. So find a little piece here. That's it. Everything looking good, man. This is already dry. The last time is gonna be out. This is taking permanent. Simply gotta line it up, clamp it down, stomp on a couple times. I might have to hit it with a piece of wood that's kind of heavy to make the weight. So yeah. Alright, just to show you, we even here. We lined up here. So we're gonna be able to grind and weld in there, no problem. I got a pinch there. The sidewall meets over here where it needs to be welded. You guys seeing? Over here we got a little gap. Like I said, we have to work that from underneath. I'm not worried about it. Now if you check out the round cut that I was talking about, rather than have them square cuts, every pivot hole, I trimmed down the excessive metal I didn't need to go down. So yeah, I'm ready to start pop riveting so that we could start tagging it, spot welded here and there, at least a few spots today, and made this floor permanent. So let's get it. Alright boys, I done put one here, secured it wise so it wouldn't move. So I'm gonna proceed to pull all my pops in place so the floor is not moving anywhere, and then we could proceed to spot welding it. Put you in a little time lapse. Enjoy the video. Alright, let me show you what we're working with so far so you understand this, because some people gotta be looking at me weird. When I trimmed down the top, I trimmed it down with the intention to keep this solid factory. So I trimmed it down. If you have seen the groups matches everything what I put, like that matches that, 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 that matches that. So everything is in order. Now look at how tight, pause on the tight, them rivets. It's important to put them on, because now perfect gap. After hitting it with the hammer, of course, the closest you can, we could proceed to spot weld it every other half inch that we need. So, and this front is gonna be strong as ever. So I'm gonna continue that all around, come back to this side, and we'll proceed to start welding. Now check it out, the important on details. Y'all see how I round up that rather than square cut? When I weld that and fill it in, it's gonna be so much nicer. Look at how close I got to the metal. So as you guys put your rivets, bang it in with the hammer, pause. That's ready to get tagged. So again, I'm gonna continue to do this whole line up, and off camera, I'll do this side. Alright boys, the whole side is on. As y'all see, every ripple matches the wall the way it should. Everything goes on order. That's already solid. I'm gonna proceed to do this side, a few ones, so that we don't need the vice grips, and we can start proceeding to spot weld it here and there. Not crazy weldings. Every other space that the rivet is not in, That's why everything is calculated. That way the spot welding is gonna go. At least try to. So for this episode, the floor is permanent. We have succeeded at installing a floor, and we can move on. I'm gonna take a quick 5 breather. Simply come back to start tagging it. A couple spots here and there, and this floor is finito. Let's get it. I'm going through a lot. Hey, I've been going through a lot. I don't think I feel the same. If you see what I seen, I promise you will feel the same. Everybody go through something, everybody go through pain. If I tell you that I love you, I just hope you feel the same. And it's really been a minute since a nigga felt this way. I was down on my ass, I didn't have a place to stay. Had to figure out the routes, I had to figure out the ways. Cut a lot of people off, these niggas started moving strange. I can't trust them, they can't trust me neither. Fuck, I feel the same. I don't love you, bitch, I love my Nina. Shit don't hit the same. What I'm smoking louder than the speakers, bitch, I can't complain. I was posted on the block with killers, we don't see the name. Told my niggas that I got them, everybody go through things. If my niggas got an issue, you niggas better stay away. Shit get tragic, shit get active, yeah, we know from put it pay. Shit get tragic, shit get active, yeah, we know from put it pay. I'm one of them niggas that's making it hot on the block. Put the gun to his face if a nigga talk hot. Just me and my niggas, we be on the block. Get a half of my op out. She set me up on the op block. 2 drops in the blue 50. G30 go for a ride. We over here chilling. Got the mini bike. Got the EV7 electric bike. Well, I'm guess what? We shit is quiet this time.
Poquito.
Yo no sé ni de quién es.
Alright boys, so I got this side spot welded. Obviously I have to grind it down, wire brush that off, which I could just pretty much clean this off with a rack right now. But the correct way, we have to use a wire brush to get in the premises. I wanted to tag it, it's tagged, it's in place. I still gotta go a few more spots in the front that I might do off camera. I'm gonna go ahead and do this side to secure it. Again, we only have to do the sides on both sides. We still got a little work over here. If you guys notice on the factory one, it gets fixed with seam seal. I'm gonna fix this metal to metal, obviously closed in, and then seam seal it at the end. So those are stuff that I'm doing separate. So my job here is to get it welded in the side walls, which is already connected. That side is already welded. We got a spot welded this side. Sweating up a storm, boys. Look at this. It's about 89. It's hot. Protection's everything. Boss on the protection. So, got my suit. Don't feel like getting burned. Put it to do body work. Put it to protect me from the sparks. Got the damn thing done, boys. Off camera, I'm gonna grind off the welding marks. What should I call them? Popcorn marks. Doesn't even matter. As long as they are strong welding marks, that's why it matters. They're gonna get grind down to fill in as close possible with both metals. The rest is gonna get seam seal, and we're gonna fill in with a little fiberglass to give the shapes that we need to. But the floor pan is in. We tack both sides of the inner walls. We did the tonal, the top of the tonal. We did the side of the inside of the racker inside. So like I said, off camera, in another episode, another date, I'm gonna have that grind that down. I'll seam seal it with you guys to show you guys how I do it. We'll fiberglass a little bit, and that's it. This is done. Like I said, I gotta tag it a couple spots in the front in case this have to get removed in the future. Makes it easier. That's not going anywhere. It's gonna get seam sealed and filled up anyway. The same over here in the back. Eventually I'm gonna do that little bit of closing here, of gap, you know, just do a little metal job, whatever I have to do, close it up, seal it up, and done deal. But this floor restoration installation is done. No more videos talking about we cleaning the tub, we prepping the tub, how we're gonna install it. You guys seen how I did it. It's on. Anybody else that will clean that up with a wire brush, throw a little primer, probably fill it with Bondo and throw the rug back on like nothing happened. That's not what I'm doing. So I'm gonna get this prep in the future the right way. I'm gonna jack up the car in the future a little bit up from the floor, and we're gonna do the bottom of the floor doing the floor pan, which hardly anybody chose doing that process. They'll show you that they welded the top and they filled in a little primer and fiberglass and boom boom, it looks good, but they don't show you how the bottom has got to look. So everything has got to go according and correctly. But the floor pan restoration is done, is welded. Like I said off camera another day, I just got out of work. My back is beat from riding on the jet ski yesterday at the lake, swimming. I worked today, so my back is like ready to ask for a break. So we're gonna cut it short in here. I hope you guys like this video. I pray that you guys could use it inspirational wise, motivation wise, and just self-motivate, keep motivated. Apply this to your bills. Maybe a future car you are looking to buy, and you could get it for dirt cheap, but you didn't know how to do it. Now you could go how to do it, whereabouts. Go in my playlist, go in my YouTube channel, recommend me to your peoples. Your peoples is really car peoples, not the bullshitters. And yeah, simply we could all this do at home and get them bills done correctly, move on, and even make some bread. So with that being said, I'm gonna wrap it up. The CRX floor pan installation is done. We're not talking about installing the pan no more. In the future, if I do another part of this, it'd be saying like we're doing the final touches, seam sealing, and little body work on the floor left, primer time. And then probably in the future we'll move on to the bottom. I still got a lot of work. We got the side skirts. Gotta see what's going on with the back, what I have to do. Got the front bumper still that we gotta do a couple things, my own adjustments. Smaller stuff now. The biggest thing that was in here was that floor, installing that floor, getting the floor, which the owner got me the car in the winter. He went through mad shit to bring the car here. Someday I'll have him on the channel talking a little bit on the story, the trajectory, what he went through to get this car. Every time that he get a part for this car, what he got to go through, because he goes take flights, he take rides 4, 5, 8 hours to get the parts. He don't care. He's a real guy, car enthusiast, and he does what he have to do. So I would love to have his story one day and everything that he had to do, even talking how we met and how we friends today. So I'm gonna wrap it up here today. Again, I'm happy and pumped that be going on with the CRX content, because the EG is content, but sometimes I feel like some people look at it like just because you don't got an EG, just don't hate. I didn't always have an EG, and I always looked at videos from other people and admire their jobs, and like the way they did, how they hooked up, and I was like, man, one day I want to get a hatch like that. And guess what? I'm one of them guys now that's building hatch for the tube to show you guys how we do it. So again, I can put a knife in people's neck that like every video that I have, but at least take it in consideration that when I put it there is used as a motivation tool for you guys to get motivated, inspired by everything that I'm doing, and apply it to something you're doing, maybe similar, maybe better. The goal is to always be in the move and do what you have to do. With that being said, I'm gonna wrap this video here. Sorry for the length in this video, but it's one of them videos that I really wanted to take the time to show everything the way I am. So yeah, I want to thank every single one of you for subscribing, liking, commenting, staying tuned in the channel. Till the next time, peace.